What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you. But you know what we gotta do first? We gotta talk about the things that generate a little revenue for the podcast. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon. That's right, patreon.com/Matt Slayer, home to all the exclusive content, the entire video back catalog, the uncensored versions of the video episodes. You get them a week early. Hell, you get ad-free audio as well. And for as little as $3 a month, right, less than the cost of a beer, you can support this show. So check that out today at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. We are also brought to you by my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/MattFandSlayer. If you're listening to this on Thursday, come by Thursday night. It's community game night. Yeah, we have some fun. Join the Discord, come play some games with us. Once again, check out twitch.tv/MattFandSlayer. And last but not least, the easiest way you can support this show is twofold. One, tell your friends about it. Share social media posts. Just spread the word. Let people know we exist. And the other way is to go to youtube.com/andnowwedrink and subscribe. It literally costs you nothing and helps us with the almighty algorithm. You want to support the algorithm, don't you? Anyways, this is about the point where it starts on Patreon. My guest this week is adult performer/director Donnie Rock. Apparently, I haven't had Donnie on the show in like 6 years, and I'm a bad friend. So we spend most of the episode catching up and just having a good time with it. We talk some shop about the biz, talk about what he's been up to. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. Donnie Rock.
Hello there.
What up, brother?
Not much. How are you?
Good. It's been years since we've done this.
How long?
For at least 2 or 3. I would say maybe 2019.
Longer than that, because COVID was 2 years.
Yeah.
And I remember driving here in my truck, and I haven't had my truck in probably 4 years.
No, it couldn't have been that long. I didn't start doing video till like late 2018, early 2019. And I swear you were on a video.
Well, it's almost 2023.
I mean, okay. We're going to all be dead soon. Thanks for rubbing it in, Donnie. We're all getting grayer and...
Should we cheers this?
Cheers. Fuck yeah. Cheers to being dead soon.
Yeah. Let's try this. It smells really good.
But how's the taste?
I like it. Smooth. That's so good.
It's 100 proof, by the way.
Is it? Oh, good. Good. I got a long drive.
Oh, God.
But I'm not in my truck, and I have all my lights, and we're good.
Yeah, I'm there. I seem to remember us like sketchily getting into your truck after a bar at one point.
I'm sure we have more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is this thing gonna? Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, by the way, let's say it were 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
We're not in 20. It would have been late.
No, but it's almost 23.
Yeah, it's almost 23. Now you're gonna make me fucking Google. Like when you were last on the show.
It was probably 4 years.
I mean, you've been on twice before, so... well, I mean, your first appearance was episode 28, and this is episode, like, 270-something.
Okay. Founding father. That's good.
Yeah, you are super old school. Like, you were in the audio-only days.
All right, okay.
And I know you've been on since then.
Was I on twice?
Definitely.
I thought it was just once.
No.
But I could be wrong.
No.
But I swear I remember you audio or video.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. Maybe it was just once.
No, you've definitely been on more recently than episode 28. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Like, I know that for a fact. I mean, it had to have been...
Oh, you know where it was? AVN.
Well, I know we had you on at AVN, but I swear there's been more than one in studio. No, I know. Like, this is great content for the audience. So, like,
I need to know. Maybe someone can call in. Can you guys call in and
call into the pre-recorded show?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. And I'm sorry, audience. I'm sorry.
To know.
Like, I'll put a chapter on the YouTube or something so you know to like skip ahead on
right.
us looking through the back fucking catalog of when Donnie Rock was last on. See,
I'm dying to know.
one of these days when I get less lazy,
Mm-hmm.
I will go actually properly update the IMDb.
You have one.
Oh yeah, there's an IMDb for this, and it's been since the video episodes came out. Those are all in chronological order on the IMDb.
Do you update it?
I do.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where like YouTube for a long time was, or IMDb was treating YouTube as television, so the show was listed as a television show.
Right.
Recently, they added a podcast category. So now that it's
You got switched over.
Yep. Okay, we had you on in 2017.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, obviously that was a super long time ago. My memory can't be going that bad.
I think that was it.
No way.
That and AVN.
No way. No, there's no way.
Because I remember talking about how I got into the business, which I got in like 2015, 2014, I think.
You think you don't even remember anymore?
Well, 7.5 years. It's been
You're like, there's been so much vagina thrown my way, I don't remember anymore.
Sometimes they do start to run together.
I know. Before we got on air, we were talking about a couple of performers that have done the show, have worked with Donnie, and he was trying to like, oh, have I been inside that girl or not?
And the answer was yes.
I described some birthmarks, but
exactly. Usually, and I like birthmarks.
man, no, you had to have been on.
That was it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But you haven't been on
OG.
since 2017?
OG.
Wow, I'm a bad friend.
Hey, that's okay. I thought you moved. That shows how much I know.
Well, technically, I did move for like a month.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've stayed in touch after all these years, and we text every once in a while. We just haven't had a chance to link up.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we've seen each other before.
Yeah, plenty of times. And then I haven't invited you on the show. I'm a bad friend.
That's okay. I'm back.
I never put this in my brain, but people are, I guess, afraid to ask me to come do the show.
I can see that.
I don't put you in that category, but
No, I would ask.
People treat like coming to do the show sometimes like to the same level, like asking a director to book them for a scene.
Right. I could see that.
I'm like, no, like if you want to come do the show,
Right.
just Matt, can I come do the show?
Right.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Ain't that serious?
Right. I mean, it's serious.
I mean, it's serious. This is my business, but
Right.
but it's still like,
Don't be shy.
yeah, don't be shy. Like the squeaky wheel gets the fucking oil.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
and it's never like 9 times out of 10, if I haven't booked someone a second time, it's not because they had a bad time on here or the episode didn't do well. It's like, honestly, I'm fucking a very busy human being.
Right.
And just
Same.
constantly like, oh, I need to book somebody. And like, don't ever really think to go through the back catalog and be like,
Right.
oh, who hasn't been on the show in a couple of years? Like, honestly, you're here today because Nicole Doshi said that you left her in the fucking woods after fucking her. Well, I may be paraphrasing a little bit.
I definitely banged her in the woods.
She started that off with, don't believe men. Donnie Rock said we were going to hike for an hour. 2 hours later, he's banging me in the woods.
Well, that did happen. That is truth. But that wasn't my intention.
Oh, sure, Donnie.
She's the one that got hot and wanted to take her shirt off. And I said, go ahead, but give me your phone. I'll film it for you. So she took her shirt off. I was filming. She's spinning around, no shirt, whatever. And I had zero intention. We were filthy dirty. She's a dirty girl. We were filthy dirty after 2 hours of sweating, dusty, everything. And I just said, let's go in this little porta-john. There was only one on the whole hiking trail. And we did, and it was disgusting, but so were we. So we were like, what the hell's the difference? And one thing led to another, and, you know, it is what it is.
So who initiated that?
I don't know. She's pretty willing.
Oh, I know. Like, it was, while she's doing the shows, I think there's a couple points where she's like, oh, I'll fuck you. I'm like, cool. I appreciate that, but I don't know if you're doing a bit right now.
And now you can just do whatever and not get anyone pregnant, from what I hear.
That is correct.
I'm jealous.
Why don't you do it?
So here's the thing. Let me tell you two things. One, years ago, this was years ago. This was probably like 2005, something like that. I entered a competition for Valentine's Day on the radio, local radio station in Colorado, and they were giving away a vasectomy. And I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I had my friend who was an English major in college. I had him. You had to write a paper and send it into the radio station of why should it be you, and et cetera, et cetera. So I had him help me write the paper. We wrote the paper, and I didn't win, so I was pissed. Whatever. So I forgot about it, and I should have done it a long time ago still, but I didn't. And now I know nothing ever goes wrong. I know everyone has great results. I'm just a little worried because that's my moneymaker. If something were to go wrong, I'm fucked.
You still got a mouth. You got a mustache. You got the porno stash. You could just be like a
An
lot
extra.
of cunnilingus. Just
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but I'm just a little afraid. I should do it, and I'm sure I would be totally fine, but I'm a little bit afraid.
Hey, I filmed it, man. If you want to watch the footage of it actually getting done, like how fucking...
I would like to see it.
Yeah, it's on my YouTube.
All right.
It's really...
You can show that?
I mean, it's from chest up. It's me just basically reacting and mugging to the camera.
But you weren't out.
No.
They just numb you.
Yep. And boy, do they numb you.
How long does it take?
Under 10 minutes.
And then what? You just leave, you go home?
Uh-huh.
They do it in the office or the hospital?
It was like an outpatient...
Like surgery center.
Yeah. Like they rent... The guy I went through rents a room in a place in Vegas twice a month to do it.
Oh, so you did it in Vegas. This is like getting married in Vegas or what?
Pretty much.
He gets them in and out?
Yeah.
How much?
Grand scheme, if you don't have insurance, like $1,200.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, I might have to do it.
I crowdfunded mine.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I should do the same thing. Did you get all the money?
I did.
I should do it.
Yeah, I set up a GoFundMe to like...
You know what I could probably do? The porn girls would probably give all the money.
Like, we don't want Donnie breeding.
Exactly.
Girl, do you enjoy me cream pieing you? Do you want it to be safe?
And we can keep doing it.
Right?
$1,200.
$1,200.
I thought it was going to cost like 12 grand.
Dude, I'm not a performer. I don't fuck nearly enough to spend 12 grand on...
Well, right. But how does it feel deep down?
Fine. Like,
No, I mean, you're happy because you never be caught.
Yep.
And nothing changed.
Nothing. Like, it was definitely uncomfortable for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
So you think I should give myself 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah, you definitely should give yourself 2 weeks afterwards. Like, the first week, you're really not going to want to move around much. Like, it's... If the boys move at all, it's not, oh my God, pain, but it is not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you like the special like jock strap thing to like keep the balls.
Hold you in?
Yeah, hold you in, that you wear under your underwear.
Where do they cut you?
Like in your scrotum.
Like on the bottom or like on...
Like it was so small I couldn't actually tell where.
Oh.
Like where the incision was made. Like I just couldn't.
Okay, I'm gonna dive into this.
Like
I'm gonna watch you have it's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm just gonna watch your YouTube video.
I mean, my balls aren't on YouTube.
Right. Thankfully.
Right? It's like I've gone 10 plus years in this industry without having my dick on film. I wasn't gonna start there.
Right. Not on YouTube anyway.
Well, either that, even for the hub, it's like, oh man, I have passed on having sex with some people because they only wanted to do it for OF or whatever.
Right.
And I'm gonna put it on there just to have my ball. Like, no.
Exactly.
I would have banged those girls.
Yeah.
And I was talking with someone else about this on here recently. It's just like, at this point, I don't have a civilian job. I don't think I'm ever going to have a civilian job again. I don't know why I don't just like go perform.
It's not going to matter.
Yeah.
I know.
When I first, sorry for the audience that's heard this, but it's like when I first got in, there was only studio work.
Right.
And I don't think I could do your job. Like,
why?
I don't think I could keep it up with like a group full of dudes.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Like, I know what goes into your fucking job, and I don't think I could do it.
Okay.
Like,
everyone thinks they can, though.
Yeah, I've been in this industry a long time. I know better. But I think I'm fairly certain I would not fail in an OnlyFans situation. Like,
right.
Where I'm in control of the cameras.
2 of you hold the camera. Yeah.
Right.
That's a content creator.
Right. Like a content creator thing, I don't think I would fail. But
right.
like a real set.
Right.
I think, I'm certain I would fail.
Okay. Speaking of that, have you? I'm gonna ask you a few questions here.
Oh boy.
Have you been on? Are you? The nominations just came out. Have you been in any movies this year? Did you get nominated for best non-sex role?
No nominations this year.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Because I think the only thing I was in this year came out too late for nominations, anyways.
Okay.
I played Joe Rogan in Nerds of Porn. It's a Halloween parody.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Halloween Comes.
Mm-hmm.
I really should remember the titles of the movies I'm in. And I played Joe Rogan, the podcaster.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think it came out like late last month. So
Oh, okay. So it'll be next year.
yeah,
Okay.
if it gets nominated.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, Donnie. Why don't you cast me to come do some non-sexuals for you?
I'm thinking now that I thought about it, I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that.
Like, I'm an AVN nominee, goddammit.
Right. Exactly. You have the resume.
And the foul looks from Mike Quasar when I fuck up my lines to prove it.
Exactly. What else has been going on? What do you need to know? What do you want to know about me?
What have you been up to, man? Like, apparently it's been like 6 fucking years since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, you have been on the show twice. You were under the original branding when I was still co-hosting with Draven.
That was at AVN.
No.
We were here by ourselves.
No. When you were on here, that was here by yourself. But you did the show like when Draven was still my co-host at their place up in the valley.
Yeah, I did. Now that you say that.
So I'm like, yeah, you have been on.
Okay. I remember that. Yeah. Yep, I did. You're right. Okay, yeah.
So
I
we're
did.
both kind of right, both kind of wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so when was that?
Oh, had to been 2016. Like, Draven hasn't been my co-host since early.
So that was right before, or maybe not right before, but that was before the one I did here.
Yep.
And then like a little mini one maybe at AVN.
Yeah, probably ABN 18 was the last ABN I was at. So
Okay, all right. A lot of shooting. way more since 2018. A lot. Shoot 20 to 30 scenes a month. And directing. I wasn't directing then. I maybe just started directing that year at AVN 2018.
yeah, I don't think we talked about you directing that.
No, but I started 1920. Actually, maybe it was 19. I started directing. Yeah, it was probably 2019 now that I think about it. So I started directing in 2019. To be honest, I got sick of waiting around for people and whatever. And I'm a heads up kind of person. So I was like, I just looking around. I'm like, I can do this. Like, and I'm always someone that surrounds myself with good people. So,
oh, that's why I haven't seen you in 6 years. I got it. I see how it is. I see how it is.
So I was like, I can do this. I'm going to do it. So I started directing. Purgatory X gave me a shot, and I shot 3 scenes for them. Actually, yeah, I shot 3 scenes for them, and then I produced some gay, not in any of it, but I produced it for a site called masculine.com. And then I killed those scenes. Those are some of my best scenes still. And then just went from there. And I started, I had a little bit of a portfolio at that point that I could take to some companies and say, hey, can I direct for you guys, whatever. And now I've gotten to the point where I try to make it, I only direct scenes that I'm in. But also I don't want to be in every scene.
So why are you only directing scenes trying to mostly be scenes that you're only in? Are you just sick of dealing with talent? What the?
It's one more person I need to worry about. If I can show up and the girl or girls or whatever and my crew and makeup, and that's it. It's one less person I have to worry about. I'm like, hey, come over here. Hey, go over there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not like a boss that, I don't get off on that, but it's just easy when you're calling the shots, and tell people, hey, it's my schedule. I know when I want to work out in the morning, which means I know when makeup needs to start and I know when we'd be needing to be on set. So for me, it's just so nice. It's my schedule. So yeah, I started directing in 2019, and it's just gone crazy since then. And now I produce for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, regularly 6 companies a month. And then a couple companies kind of come and go every couple months or every 3 months or 4 months. But yeah, I'm rocking. I have basically 4 crews, 4 people that I use, that I use on different projects. So for me, I'm real picky and I'm like a neat freak and whatever. So when I get a company that I produce for, I find someone, I find crew, and I keep that crew with that company. So for one, they're always getting the same product. You know, we're not jumping around between cameras and all that stuff.
You know, like a Donnie Rock Team Skeet video is a Donnie Rock Team Skeet video.
Exactly. And it's going to stay that way, you know, across the board because I have the same crew. Now, if I shoot for someone else, in particular, I have one company that they still print a magazine, Score Group. I don't know if you remember Score Group back from the 80s, big titty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking Sheridan Love, my friend Sheridan Love did her first boy-girl scene for Scoreland.
Yeah, exactly. So they are big on the pictures, you know. So my guy is a photographer that can run a video camera. You know what I mean? So for me, that's kind of the way I assign my crews to whichever company, and it works great that way. And I'm organized. I have my shit together, and I've got systems, and they work.
So what is a Donnie Rock set like? Because I've been on a bunch of people's sets over the years, and a Burning Angel set is way different than, you know, working for Marcos Rivera for MindGeek versus working for Stormy Daniels. Like,
mine is very boring. A lot of times,
well, a good set is.
Well, yeah. A lot of times I forget to even turn on music because I'm like running around and I'm trying to tell everyone where to be when, and very little fucking around.
Well, and that's how a good set should be. Like, I loved working for Marcos because,
yeah, he's strict.
He's strict, but he's boom, 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 boom. He gets his shots. You are a fucking outlet because as crew, as you know, like, it's a day rate. If I'm here 3 hours, I make the same money if I'm here 16.
My dad always taught me the faster you work, the more you make.
Depends on the gig.
Well, if it's a rate, rate, you know.
So like when I was working for Marcos, geez, it's been over a year since I worked for Marcos, but when I was working for Marcos, summer 21, like, I used to love it because I'd roll in, fucking, yeah, he has early call times.
Was he just doing pictures?
No, this is when he was directing for MindGeek.
Oh, when they were still with MindGeek, yeah.
You know, roll in, I was PAing for him. Early call time, not the end of the world, especially because sometimes I would drive directly in from LA to Vegas. Like, directly.
Was he still at the studio?
Occasionally they'd be at studio, but a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Like a couple of the different MindGeek houses. You know, be their ass early, set up, boom, 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 boom. He gets shots, easy peasy, in and out. Like, sometimes we would be wrapped before lunch would get ordered.
Yeah. That's my goal. In and out as fast as possible. And here's the thing. You have to keep people happy, for one. I mean, you don't have to, but I like to because it makes my life easy.
Well, this is fucking high school, man. If you're not keeping people happy, everyone's going to fucking hear about it.
Right, 13th grade. And at the end of the day, what now, the whole dynamic has changed, especially since I've been in the business, as you know. With the platforms, someone can stay at home, shower, film themselves on this, because everyone has one of these, and make $1,200.
I know. I edit for some of those people, and I appreciate the work, but Jesus Christ, please match your frame rates.
Right.
Oh my God. No shade to any of my customers, but a little shade.
Right.
I'll get files that are just completely unlabeled that are in different frame rates, different resolutions. Like, oh, one of these iPhones was set to 4K 60. One of these iPhones was set to 1080 30. What do you want this product delivered in?
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
But you know what? That's the thing, is they're still selling it and people are still buying it.
Well, I'm halfway decent at my job, so I at least make it look good no matter what. But
Right. But they can stay at home, make that money at home, and they don't have to be on my set, you know, or on Team Skeet's set or Squirrel Group's set or whoever. They don't have to be there. And that's been the one thing that I've tried to kind of head off at the curve, that just everyone have a good experience. We're going to be in, we're going to be out, we're going to go home, we're going to make a porno, you know? And that's it. So I run a tight ship.
Well, as you should, because especially in my early days of PAing, I was on some sets for fucking 16 hours.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I never did that, but I don't even go on those sets anymore because I don't have to.
Well, and they're a fucking nightmare. And especially, it's just like some of these sets, like, why are we here for 16 fucking hours today?
I was on one in the quarantine for like 13, and I was appalled, you know, and not mine, obviously, but I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And that's not, and at the end of the day, you're not getting great sex from me after 13 hours as a performer. I'm sorry. You're like, yes, I'm a professional. I get it, but I'm not staying up 4 days. You know, if you're an athlete, like if you're in the UFC and you're fighting at, 5 o'clock in the morning because you're in Singapore or wherever, then you stay up. Like you train your body for like a week or two to where it's like, okay, I'm going to stay up from like, I'm going to stay up till 3 in the morning. So my body's ready to go. I'm not doing that because I'm working the day before and I'm working the day after. That's not okay. So I don't do that.
And as crew, no one's got time for that.
Right. Right.
I definitely remember being on a set where it's just like, oh, the sun hadn't come up when I got here as the PA. And by the time we signed everyone out and strike set, sun's down.
Uh-huh.
Like, I did not see daylight today on a porn set. Like, I did not get into fucking working in porn for long days.
No. Because let's face it, the money's not that great.
Oh, as a PA, it's not great at all.
Right. Right. I'm able to string it together now, but that's directing and performing and everything else.
Yeah, I definitely have had some days as a PA where like, oh, I made under minimum wage today.
Right. Yeah.
And I am not so enamored with being on a porn set that like, ooh, I get to be on a porn set. I'm for the privilege of being here.
Right.
I don't care about the money. I'm just like, fuck that. I'm here to get paid.
Exactly. So that's what I do. And like I said, I shoot a lot of scenes. I still perform for other companies or for other directors, for about 4 to 6 scenes a month, so I still like to go on other sets, especially the directors I like and I want to show up for. And I want to be there and I want to meet other people. I meet people all the time. Like I may have never hired that girl that I worked with, but I worked with her on so-and-so set. We got along great. She was cool. So I'll hire her, Well,
and also I feel like being on other people's sets, especially if they're more experienced directors from you, you can learn shit.
Yeah, always. And I'm always open. I don't know everything. I like to think I do, but I know I don't.
Well, hell, the lighting in here is a direct result of me working for Marcos.
Yeah.
Like you were here on back in the day. It's like, oh, we were just using whatever overhead lights we had fucking had.
Right.
And my old video versions look like shit.
Right.
They look like shit. They were not well lit. They were on shitty cameras. And working for Marcos for a summer is just like, oh, okay. These are the kind of lights I should buy. Okay.
How'd you get that gig?
I've known Marcos forever, and Xander Corvus is a G.
But why were you driving to Vegas?
So during my whole like Vegas shenanigans temporary move,
so that's how it all went.
Like when I got fired from that gig, Xander being a fucking G was like, "Oh, dude, that sucks so bad. Like I know that financially fucked you because I put money down on a new apartment.
Right.
I was still paying rent here while I was there because
Mhm.
I didn't want to like. I put my notice in on this place, but I didn't want to immediately put on my notice.
Right.
Until I was sure the gig was.
Same reason I kept my P.O. box in Colorado and still have it because I still have one foot in the door.
Yeah.
And a storage unit.
Exactly. And after a month, it was just like, oh, well, that gig didn't work out.
Right.
Well, thankfully, I kept my place in LA. And Xander's like, well, let me see if Marcos needs somebody. Like, and I've known Marcos forever. Like, since he was Mind Geek's like photography guy.
Yeah. Was he directing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There was a time there when Vic was done and Marcos kind of took over.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I still stay in touch with Vic all the time.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Him and I get along really well.
But
we have a lot in common.
Yeah. So like I was driving out to Vegas, a couple times a month, like staying out there for 3-4 days at a time for multiple shoot days and then driving back to LA. And it was just like, oh, okay. These dome lights are pretty much what Marcos uses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I should invest in these for my fucking set.
Yeah. And they're not expensive.
I mean, they're not cheap, but...
No, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, you tell a fucking, like, a civilian or a non-industry professional that, like, oh yeah, I spent $500 a light.
Right.
They're like, why the fuck do you need $500 lights? Like,
Right.
one, they're gonna last years, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Years.
Forever, really.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And two, you spend that much on a light because they're properly white balanced
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna do their goddamn job correctly.
Right, exactly.
The cheap fucking $30 like softbox you get off Amazon is running off of like,
It's $30 for a reason.
yeah, exactly.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, and I have a set of those fucking soft boxes sitting in my closet
Uh-huh.
because I'm like, oh, I need lighting. Anything will do.
Right. No.
And I kick myself. I fucking kick myself for the years I spent on set just showing up, like just doing the job and like not learning shit.
You got to pay attention. That's what I tell everyone. I actually don't tell everyone because they're A, not going to pay attention, and B, they're not going to care.
At least for me, a lot of the sets I PA'd on, like when I first was PAing, were sets where like the director didn't really want to A, educate anyone, and B, just wanted you to do what he or she needed you to do. You
were in the know just enough.
Yeah, it's like, oh, make sure that 2257 paperwork's done. Like,
Right.
get the bunny ears.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's taken care of. But when it came to actual technical shit, porn's kind of like mainstream that way, where like people are worried about their spots,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and a lot of people don't want to educate you.
Yeah. I'm not. I tell people all the time, I'll tell you everything I know. Good luck. Yeah, I'm organized. You can't do it like I do it. I truly believe that, and I'm not bragging by saying that. I'm just saying I'll tell you anything you want to know and have at it.
Well, I'm going to come on one of your sets.
All right.
Don't worry. I'll be getting my AVN nomination
Someone
for director.
stops by. Listen, one of my friends will stop by, whatever, and they leave. They're like, oh, we couldn't even talk. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah,
I'm
this
at
is work.
Yeah, I'm at work, you know? And they're not mad. They just like, oh, I'll catch you later, you know? I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, it's fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Like, once again, nobody wants to be here all day.
No, especially me. I have a life outside of work, you know, and that's what I say all the time. Like, my friends are non-porn for the most part. I mean, that doesn't mean I don't get along with porn people and hang out with porn people here and there, but all in all, they're non-work friends.
I think that's fucking important.
Absolutely. Everyone should do that, but they don't. And then then they wonder why it's catty and, you know.
There's drama, or they're lonely, or.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. No, you need to have civilian friends who like don't call you by your stage name.
Right. Yeah. I'm not Donnie in my real life. Hardly ever.
That's right. He's Donald Rockefeller.
Exactly. Yeah. My gym, not Donnie. No one there knows what I do, I don't think, except Dante Cole, because we go to the same gym. But other than that, I don't think anyone knows what I do. And then my other friends, you know, like one's a dentist, one's a veterinarian. Like, you know, they don't care. They know what I do. They don't give a shit.
And you're getting your bases covered. You're like, I got my animals taken care of. I got my teeth taken care of. Perfect.
Exactly. You know what's funny is, well, A, I don't have a animal, and B, I have not gone to my dentist friend, but I haven't gone to the dentist in a while. I need to go, so I just need to go.
Well, you have it on record to remind yourself, like, oh yeah, I need to go to the fucking dentist.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been busy, been so busy. I don't want to work. I want to retire. So for me, I'm trying to blow it out and just be done. You know, I used to be a ski bum. You know this, so I want to go back to being a ski bum, but this time I want to have money and not have to work.
Just be like, I'm in Aspen with my fucking,
Yeah, wherever, you know. Just cruising around, ripping around on my snowmobile and skiing and messing around, you know.
So why aren't you making a whole Ski Bunny series?
You know, I've thought about it, but the problem is it's hard to get people there. Like,
not
especially here.
Not if there's enough money involved.
Yeah, true. Because you know what people do love the most? So since I've been here, I did have one super viral video, which is still going viral, still going around. They love to watch girls do like dude things, right? Like shoot guns and like golf and like ski and shit like that. And I shot a golfing video with Gabby Carter, and she's actually a good golfer. So this thing, I'm not kidding you when I say this. This is probably 4 years old, and it's still going viral, this video. like millions and millions and millions of views. So that is one thing I should do. Not to like sit here and give away secrets, but I should take girls. I did take a girl to the shooting range one day because I shoot for this company. I shoot for this site called Porn Dude Casting, and I took a girl to the gun range and we shot, and it was cool as shit. We shot the intro there and her shooting guns and shit. Like it was.
What were you having her shoot?
We had a couple pistols. I don't remember. A 9. I think we had a 9 with us. Maybe like a 45. I can't remember. But it was a while ago. It was probably last fall. Yeah, it was probably about a year ago. But it was really cool. People love that shit. And they love anytime a girl posts herself golfing or shooting guns or whatever on like Twitter, it goes crazy. You know? So you're right. I should do that. The problem is when I'm in that world, I'm in that world. And I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be working.
Because I just imagine it would be fun to do like a modern like 80s ski adventure fucking full feature.
That could be done. That could definitely be done. And honestly, we could go to Big Bear, we could go to Mammoth, and we could make that happen.
Fucking like Donnie Rock ski patrol.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it'd be even better if we get the girls come down with no tops on, big titties, everywhere. That's actually a good idea. But the other problem is too, it's hard to find them that can ski or snowboard.
Well,
Lexi Bell, she's a snowboarder.
Yeah, I know.
Luna Star is a snowboarder. There's a few, but
I'm sure there's more that would surprise you, and I'm sure there's a couple girls that like you could teach enough to like fake a couple shots, and
maybe I think it needs to be done like the golf video with Gabby. You can tell Gabby has been taking golf lessons. I think she told me since she was like 7 or 8. So you can tell she's a golfer.
So she's better than you at it.
She's not.
Oh,
I did beat her that day. I'm actually really good. So I beat her that day, but and then I came in her on the golf course.
See, this is why you need a vasectomy.
I know.
Hole in one and a hole in one. Oh,
exactly. But that's a good idea. I should do that. I have no site. I haven't started a site of my own. In the 7.5 years, I haven't really had any what I think are good ideas. I don't know.
But that's also the solo site is a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't have time right now, really the way it is. Because I shoot so many scenes for companies. I don't have a ton of time to plan something for myself. Which again, I'm not like mad about, but it would probably be smart. Or it probably would have been smart 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, at this point, is it actually a smart business move to like get hosting, deal with billing, all that fun shit, populate the site with extra content that you're not shooting for other people?
And that's what right now is the big question. You can go pay OnlyFans 20% of your earnings to webmaster your stuff, and it's not nearly as regulated.
Right. And on top of it, you will have, even though OnlyFans discoverability kind of sucks.
Right.
You already have people that are spending their money on the platform.
Right.
It's one of those things where like people, for whatever fucking reason, are unwilling to like put their credit card information into a new place. But if their credit card information is already fucking there.
Yep. One click.
Yeah. One fucking click. I'll do it. On my own end, I found that when I went from Vimeo to Patreon, a bunch of my friends who were like, "Oh, I'd love to support you. I'm already on Patreon." Signed up.
Yep.
Like, where the fuck were you guys for the last 3 years?
You just have to find the popular platform. And right now with us, it's OnlyFans.
For the time being.
Yeah. And it will change. I tell everyone that all the time. That could go away tomorrow, but we'll find something else.
Well, it's one of those things where like I tell performers constantly, don't have all your eggs in that basket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They've already shown their true colors that they are not here, for the working girl.
You know what? I think they are until it comes down to legal, and then it's going to become an issue.
That's the thing. They proved that's not true. MasterCard let them know fucking 6 months before they tried to pull porn.
Right.
And the regulations that MasterCard wanted them to enforce to keep porn on the platform was all very reasonable shit. So that shows that either OnlyFans was lazy or just not willing to actually, do the thing until there was massive backlash on it.
Mm-hmm. I would say lazy, probably.
Probably. I mean, part of it is definitely has to do with the fact that they were not initially set up as a porn company. So
Right.
they didn't have the regulations set up in place. And once you got the shit rolling, it's hard to change gear.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
they,
And they were making money. Why would they want to stop?
well, why would they want to potentially fuck up the revenue stream by kicking porn off the fucking platform
Right.
for something that was purely regulatory, but they would have had to get off their ass to fucking fix.
Right.
Which they did fix because
Yeah.
obviously
No, they're good. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm not even talking shit on them. I think they've done a great job. They have done a great job. I mean, I tell people all the time, they're in rap songs. They are all over. I mean, everyone has it. It's the one.
it is. But much like podcasting or other content creation, it doesn't have the discoverability. So if you don't already have a name,
Yeah.
you could be squandering, like you could be fucking yourself or fucking other people for content that just never sells because no one knows it exists.
Mm-hmm.
You're competing against every hot bartender,
Mm-hmm.
every like house girl at a strip club.
That's been my new idea is take like a bar, like a like these, yeah, I guess I'm going to use the old example of like Hooters, right? Take the girls of Hooters, North Hollywood, right? I don't even know if there is one over there. I'm just saying, take the girls of North Hollywood Hooters and create accounts for them and like brand it as a, as the whole unit. I think it could do really well.
Yeah, I think Hooters corporate would be like, nah, we ain't getting our piece of that.
Yeah, they would for sure. But I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago, and there's this place called Tight Ends, and I think you could market it as like the girls of Tight Ends.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could. And the thing about it is, those girls have a fan base. There are definitely dudes that are
already
going to those restaurants just to see their favorite waitress.
That's the only reason they're going there. I mean, that's the whole. These girls, this was the most impressive one I've probably ever been to. I've been to Hooters and Twin Peaks and
Tilted Kilt,
all these ones. And this one, they're literally bra and panties. That's it. And they don't even, it's whatever they want. Any color. There's no name on it. There's no anything. It's just whatever they want. It's pretty impressive. And there's some hotties in there, obviously. But I think that would be a good branding to take them all and be like, these are the girls of Tight Ends.
They would probably sell, sadly, better than some low-level performers that people don't know.
You know why?
Because they have a fan base.
Well, not only that, because performers a lot of times already have a lot of free content out there. It's these girls, it's these Instagram girls and whatever that start the OnlyFans accounts, and they go crazy because they never show anything. They only show it there.
But they also have a built-in fan base because they're...
Well, right. Yeah, exactly. Of course. But that's the only place to see them. Naked.
Yeah, I mean, hell. The Catch Me Outside girl did fucking $50 million a year.
I heard that. That's crazy. She should just shoot a porno.
The problem is...
I'm here to offer.
Yeah,
She's
but
18, right?
Yeah. I mean, she had to have been to make $50 million.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The day she turned 18.
But here's the thing. If she's making $50 million on OnlyFans, how much is there one scene? Like, I don't think you got old school Vivid money to throw at her.
No, but I could maybe throw it out there and just figure it out if it happens.
And hopefully she'll catch you outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, can't believe I made that joke. Oh, that was horrible. That was fucking horrible.
Maybe we could shoot it outside. Yeah, I'm down.
You got to have someone dressed up as Dr. Phil in the scene. Like,
yeah, exactly. That could be you. This is your.
Oh, good. I got to practice a bad Texan accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Try it.
Right now, I definitely can't. I would have to go to the tape and watch Dr. Phil for a while. Right. Oh, you're gonna make me watch Dr. Phil for I'm gonna have to charge more than my regular fucking rate on that.
Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
The only reason, honestly, I feel performers should continue to support the studio system is the marketing aspect of it.
Of course. I mean, if you feel like you don't need to shoot for the studios, if you're a porn performer, again, these Instagram, whatever, they don't have to. But I'll also argue that both ways. If they wanted to really blow up, I mean, they're already blown up. They're already making good money. But just go shoot a scene or two. Just get it out there, and that's going to help your marketing. But until you become, I say this all the time, until you become bigger than the company, until you become bigger than the porn company, you still need to shoot for the studios.
Well, yeah, it's the market. You can't beat a studio's marketing arm.
Right. And there's only a couple that are bigger, and they don't need to shoot for the studios. But even if they stop shooting for the studios, shoot for them once a quarter.
Well, and honestly, most of the girls that are bigger than the studios at this point do shoot still for the studios once a quarter.
Yeah, of course, because they like it, they're into it, you know.
Oh, they see the value in the marketing.
Right. Yeah.
They got to keep their name fucking relevant. Just because today you have enough fucking fans to be making fucking bread doesn't mean that like you can't stop attracting new ones. You always got to bring in new people.
And you're probably not saving your money, so there's that too.
I mean, some of those girls definitely are.
Some are for sure, which is good. And you know what? They should, if they do. And they said, I tell people all this. I tell girls this all the time. If you start when you're 18 and you go crazy, you go ham, you could work for less than 10 years.
I mean, statistically, you will.
Well, no, I don't mean it that way. I mean, you could work for less than 10 years and have enough money where you never have to work another day in your life.
Yeah.
That's 28, obviously. And imagine.
Whoa, Donnie Rock, do not come on my show and come start doing fucking math in here.
Math on you?
You think we're an educational show or some shit? Doing fucking math in here. What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you, Donnie? Doing fucking math?
Right.
Fucking, you're in my house, man. Doing fucking math? Fuck.
Dropping knowledge.
The fuck? It's just insulting. Math.
Yeah, so that's what I say, but, you know, they probably don't want to listen. That's okay, because I don't waste my breath a whole lot.
Well, but the thing about it is, like, you and I both know that people get into this industry for different fucking reasons and have different fucking mindsets. The ones that truly fucking thrive in the long run are the ones that look at this as a business day one.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that recognize that, like, hey, you have a limited shelf life in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Not everyone gets to be Lisa Ann.
Still hot.
Right. But she is like the 1% of the 1% of performers that have a career that lasted that long.
Yeah.
And then parlayed it into like legitimate mainstream success.
Yeah. I agree.
How many other people from the 90s are still around and still relevant?
Julia Ann just retired, basically.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that any. Nina, you see her here and there, but.
Yeah, Nina's also ridiculously intelligent and like a novelist and like.
Yeah.
Those are very much the exceptions.
So, you know, some of those girls came out of the woodwork when the platforms started, and they started the platforms, which I think is great. And honestly, if you think about it, they have some of the most loyal paying fans out there. Some of those old school girls, and I say old school, they're like in their 30s, you know, late 30s or whatever.
I know. It's mind-boggling to me, like girls that like I used to watch like on Vivid content when I was like barely out of high school. They're like, oh shit, that girl's like my age, like
right, because she was 18 at the time.
Right, like. I was like a fucking kid in my mind, and you were a woman, and it's like, you're younger than me? Fuck. How did that?
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 41 now.
41, okay. Yeah. I just turned 42 in September. But still young and thriving.
Ain't dead yet.
It's
coming soon, though.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
I mean, at the rate it's going, like you haven't been on the show in 6 years, apparently. And
Right. I'll see you in 6 more. I'll see you right before I retire. Hopefully, it's right around that time.
Yeah. God damn it. If I'm doing the show over a fucking decade, I mean, hell, me doing the show over a decade will be coming sooner than fucking later. I mean, I've been doing this show since early 2016.
Yeah, there you go. So you've been 6 years now.
Almost 7.
So you only have 4 more to go.
Only 3, man.
3, yeah.
About to be 23, man.
Wow. That's crazy, right?
Right.
Who was your first episode?
So I'm counting the time, where Draven and I were Small Hands was the very first guest.
Really? He wasn't even in the business, was he?
Yeah, he was barely in at that point.
Oh, wow.
But I've known Aaron since he was just Joanna's boyfriend.
Right. Yeah.
So it was an easy, like, hey man, we're trying to do a thing. Plus the original concept for this show came together at a house party at Joanna's house. So literally I turned to Draven like at the house party, like, hey, you want to do a podcast?
And I
think she initially thought, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it sounds like, and then like 48 hours later, the gear was here. I'm like, all right, let's do this thing.
And here we are.
Fucking hundreds of episodes later.
And you only, other than with her, you only did it by yourself?
Andy Cruz was my co-host for about 8 months in 2017 after Draven.
Okay. All right. And that's it?
And that's it.
Interesting. What was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode, honestly, is probably Dino Cazares from Fear Factory. Because that's a band I listened to in high school.
Okay.
So having like the founding guitarist from a band I listened to in high school
Right.
in my apartment telling fucking wild tour stories.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Interesting. I may have to pull that one up.
My audience gave 0 fucks, by the way. That episode.
0 views?
Like, not 0, but like, yeah. There's some real like hardcore fans that like no matter what we put out, they'll give it a listen.
Right.
But it didn't move the needle.
Okay.
And it was an episode like I was just so fucking stoked about. I'm like, holy shit. Dino Cazares from Fear Factory's in my apartment telling wild tour stories. He pretty much started the episode off with, honey, I love you. This all happened before we met.
And that was it.
And then he just off to the fucking
Let
races.
it rip. Yeah. Nice. What was your biggest?
I'd have to say Leanna Lovings at this point is probably the biggest episode.
Okay. I know Leanna. Worked with her a few times.
And you said you've been inside her a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. More than once. Yeah. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
She's
Sweetheart.
popular, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously. That episode was only done in February, and it just leaps and bounds the fucking most viewed episode.
Who has gotten the most naked?
Shit. I don't even remember who's got the most naked.
I've always kept my clothes on. I know that.
Show ain't over yet, Donnie.
True.
Show's not over yet.
True.
Actually, I don't think a single male guest has ever actually gotten naked. That is wrong. Igor Smith, the photographer, pulled his dick out to piss in a Monster can on air instead of going to the bathroom.
Okay. He didn't want to leave.
Nope.
Didn't want to leave the set.
I think this is when Draven was still the co-host. I think he just wanted to show Draven his dick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't seen Draven in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a minute either.
Yeah. Nice girl.
Yeah, I miss her.
Yeah. Yeah, she was nice.
But yeah, that has been, a bunch of people have gotten fully naked. Mostly it's just topless. Like,
yeah,
there's no point in like taking off your panties, like sitting in the seat.
Right. Was Nicole naked?
I mean, just topless.
Oh, she likes to get naked. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I know. Like, it pained me a little bit to be like, can you put your top back on? Like, this is all post work for me.
Right.
Like, it would be one thing if I was farming out the editing to someone else, but it's me that has to like sit here and fucking censor your tits.
Right.
And it really pains me to do so. Like, high school me, like,
you want to leave it,
would just be like, in the future, I'm going to be telling like hot girls to put their clothes back on.
Right.
The fuck is happening in the future, man?
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, could you have imagined a future when you were in high school of like, oh, yeah, there's naked girls around me. I don't care.
You know, I don't know if I told you this last time, but I was just telling this story the other day to someone at a bar or something. But when I was in high school, you know, so this is always kind of funny, and I wish I was just thinking of this morning too, actually. You know, when you used to watch porno, it was like a VHS tape for one, and then it was magazines, and then it was VHS tapes, and then it went to DVDs. So I distinctly remember saying, I'm going to do porn. Yeah, because I loved chasing chicks around or whatever. But I remember watching, and keep in mind, and as you'll know, you had like 1 or 2 pornos that you passed around amongst your friends, right? Because that's just the way it worked. You know, it's like someone's dad had one, and he passed around, whatever. I remember seeing at the beginning, you know, it would say the name of the company and it would have their address. And I remember I had this little notepad, and I would write down these addresses. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to California. I'm in Pennsylvania growing up. And I'm like, I'm going to go to California, and I'm just going to fucking knock on these doors. I graduated high school in 99. So this was doable at the time.
Right.
I
could go to Chatsworth.
Yeah. Pre 9/11, everything. You just rock up somewhere and say, hey guys, like I'm here. And back in the day, from my understanding, is you could kind of do that, and someone probably would give you a chance. You know, you show up and be like, hey, I'm here. And I was like, I remember writing all these down. And I wish I still had this little notepad because I'd be so curious to A, see the addresses, and B, see the companies. I don't remember any of that shit. I can tell you what the little notepad looked like, but I have no idea where that thing is.
I wonder, like, how often when Vivid had, like, their big fucking office over there right off the 101, like,
Yeah.
how often dudes just rolled in like, I want to work for Vivid.
I'm sure all the time, because think about me. I'm under 18 and I'm in Pennsylvania and I'm thinking about it. You know, think about the people here that are just happen to be driving by. They're like, oh, I'm going to stop there next week. And they stop.
Or fuck, the people that are on vacation going into Universal.
Yeah.
And they're just coming back down from Universal to Hollywood like, is that Vivid Video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock on the door. Yeah.
Can I fuck for you, please?
Yeah.
Can I fuck for you?
I remember there were like Van Nuys addresses, there were Chatsworth addresses, all these addresses from the Valley. I don't remember them specifically, but I remember, and I was like, man. And you know, this was before the internet. So the internet came out in like 98, you know, 97, 98. And I was in high school before that. And I remember, so you can't look this stuff up. Where the fuck am I going to look it up? Like, you know, open up the atlas, you know?
I mean, you might be able to map quest it and like.
Not even then, because the internet didn't exist.
Oh no, the internet existed. It was just really shitty.
Well, yeah, I had dial up and, you know.
Yeah, like
But
I definitely had high speed internet like shortly after high school in '99.
right, yeah. But I was like, you know, where are we going to look this stuff up? I didn't know where Van Nuys, California is or whatever. And I would love to have that notebook just to see what those things say. See what those addresses were. See what the company names were, you know.
See who still fucking works there 20 or 30 years later.
Well, and see if those companies even still exist, you know. And I like porn history. So in the 7.5 years I've been in the business, I've become like a historian. So I like to meet all the old people, you know, old performers, old company owners, even like the marketing people and the office people, because they all have good stories and I like to listen to the stories. So I would be so curious to find that fucking book, which I'm sure is long gone and in the landfill somewhere. But I would love to see that book and see what addresses I wrote down.
Well, could you imagine getting in the late 90s, early 2000s? That was a wildly different industry than the one we're in today.
I'd be retired.
Well, yeah, there was a lot more money in those days.
Yeah, I'd be retired.
Then again,
like I said, I graduated high school in 99. If I'd have gotten in my car and driven out here, I'd be retired.
Maybe. Evan Stone is still around.
Well, yeah, but I think as a business guy, I would have known. And granted, I was young and dumb, 18 at the time. And I'm sure I would have blown through money, but I think they were making enough to where you could still blow through it and save it at the same time.
I mean, some of those old school dudes are still around. Evan Stone's still around. Tommy Gunn's still around.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I think it would have been crazy. But who knows? And that was the thing. I didn't, I remember taking that book, and I don't think I took it too serious at the time, or I think I kind of took it serious at the time, but not really. And now, you know, fast forward X amount of years, and I didn't get into the business until I was 33. But it's like, wow, I'm doing porn, you know? And I would have never, like the dream, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, was long gone, you know, years prior. But when I couldn't find the book anymore. So just kind of crazy sometimes. Every once in a while, I'm like, damn, I do porn. And like, I thought about this a long time ago and then just bailed on it.
Well, I think every 18-year-old dude's like,
yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't the only one thinking I was going to do.
No. I never thought about doing porn. Like, I never. But I also didn't think about the realities of those situations at 18. Like,
right.
It was just like, oh, porn. Yeah. Cool. I like porn. That's
right.
Cool. I don't know. Just, I feel it's a Midwestern thing where it's just like real production or consciously, yes, I'm aware there's film crews and like this is how the shit gets made.
Right.
But as an 18-year-old kid in Chicago, it's just like, that's just magic I buy somewhere. Like it just, it magically gets created. And those aren't, those aren't real people. Like, and I'm not just talking porn, I'm like mainstream celebrities as well. It's like,
yeah,
those aren't real people. Like, you don't meet those people. Like, they're not. And then as like my jaded fucking 41-year-old ass, like, I have met some very fucking famous people, and it's just like, they're people.
Yeah, same.
Some of them are giant douchebags. Some of them are really cool.
Right.
just like normal people.
Yeah, exactly. There's no difference.
No, they're all just people. Like the idea of at this point of being starstruck from meeting someone is just like, no, they're just people.
Right.
They're just people. Some of them are very talented people. Some of them are very talented people that just happen to get lucky and the right person, the right gatekeeper opened the door for them.
Yeah. That's what probably usually happens.
A little bit of talent, a little bit of drive, a little bit of luck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what gets you anywhere in life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes that luck is just to, come out of the right nutsack, but
yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't know. For me, it's been good. I've been able to navigate it and just kind of make it happen, especially in the last, 3-4 years. It's been rocking. It's been really busy. It's been good.
So, what have you been doing with side things with your penis in the camera?
Not much. I've been working. I've been focused. But I will say I go to a little music here and there.
For someone who's like, I'm looking for work-life balance. So what are you doing outside of work, Donnie? Well, nothing.
I'm not. I used to be looking for work-life balance. Now I'm not because I'm focused on retiring and I want to be done and not work at all. So, but I will say I'll do a little music here and there. I still like ski, snowboard, and snowmobile, like all that stuff in the wintertime, at least a couple times. That's about it. Just work. Other than that, I just work all the time.
I'm in the same boat, but that's sad, Donnie.
I know, but like I said, I'm focused. Like I said, I was a ski bum before with no money. Now I want to be a ski bum and not have to work.
It's an admirable goal.
I want to golf. I want to ride my mountain bike. I want to ride my snowmobile. I want to ski. I want to just hang out.
Yeah, but if anything, this whole pandemic and 2020 to current has fucking proven that 5-year plans are bullshit. None of this is fucking promised. Why sit around and wait and then be like, oh, fuck, I got into a car accident and all that money that I was going to retire on is going to waste.
I know, but also it might not.
Right. So you got to have a little bit of both.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm going. This is why I'm traveling again.
You're leaving at the end of the month.
Yep.
And going to Japan.
Yes.
I'd like to go to Japan.
Want to come with?
No, because I can't.
Why not?
Because
you're your own boss.
I'm busy.
You're your own boss, sir.
I am, but I'm booked. I'm literally booked.
Are you? It's 1 week.
What are the dates?
I'm leaving on the 30th, and I'm coming back on the 7th or 8th.
Okay, that might change, or that I might be available actually. Because
flights are under $700 round trip.
Really?
Yeah,
that's really cheap.
And if you want to, sorry, audience, sorry, I talk like when Japan comes up. It's just,
yeah.
There's 2 ways that I could do Tokyo. Well, I haven't booked my housing yet. Either I can burn hotel points and just stay for free in a Marriott because I still have a fuck ton of Marriott points, or you get the fucking scummy tiny Airbnb for like $35 a night in a neighborhood, because Tokyo is a city that you do not want. You just need a bed. You need a bed and a place to wash your asshole.
Right.
And then otherwise it's just go.
Have you been before?
Twice. That's why my aunt's is sick about it, because it is my happy fucking place.
So you like it?
Oh, I love it.
What do you like about it?
Sorry, audience.
Well, you don't have to tell me everything.
Pretty much. So culturally, it is so different than the States.
I love the Asians.
Well, the Japanese especially, it's just so different. Like, it is a super polite society where shit just gets wild. Like, you will regularly see just passed out businessmen on the street in Tokyo, just sleeping on the street from a night of hard drinking. They are a very work hard.
They like to drink a lot.
Yeah, they are a very work hard, play hard culture. But it's considered rude to talk on a train. People wait at fucking crosswalks even when there is zero traffic coming for their signal. It's a very orderly society. It's a very polite society,
which I like. I'm a neat freak perfectionist.
So it's just a weird dichotomy where it's just like, oh, y'all are wild, but you're very, very polite about the wildness. And then the architecture's just different than anywhere else I've been. Like, the use of art in public spaces, or just the weird art. Like, the minute you step off the plane, my very first time stepping off the plane, there was a sign about not spreading diseases that was just a cartoon, just a drawing. It was just like, okay, I see how it is.
Right.
You get off the train station in Roppongi, and there's just a giant spider statue, like it's like a story tall.
Right.
It's just like, okay, just weird art and weird architecture everywhere. And even when they don't want to deal with you, they're very polite about it. It's just
the culture.
Yeah, it's just the culture. And like crime's not really a thing, so it's like you can, get a little wild and not have to really worry about like,
right,
am I gonna end up fucking robbed?
Yeah, because that's not a good thing for me. That's why I don't go to like Mexico or anywhere. Because once I get fucked up, I'm lawless.
Yeah, I mean, not to say there aren't fucking laws, but I definitely
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to go somewhere where I'm going to get arrested and then be in there forever.
Well, I blacked out drunk and like slept in a fucking planter at a train station for a couple hours and was fine.
In Vegas,
but I was fine. Like nothing got stolen. Nothing.
Right.
Completely unmolested. Police didn't say anything. Like just basically sleeping on the street.
Was your ass sore?
No more than usual.
Oh, okay.
And I was about to make a really horrible joke. Did not. But it's just how it is. Like when I was in Colombia was a lot of fun, but I definitely never got super fucked up in Colombia.
Right. You got to keep your shit together.
Right. It's like, oh, I can have fun, but shit can get real sketchy real fast here.
Right. What do you drink in Asia?
Oh, they're big whiskey drinkers in Tokyo. Japanese are very big whiskey drinkers.
Really?
Yeah. But there's also a lot of scotch and soda. Like
that's a popular drink.
They sell canned highballs. Like you can just buy them in cans.
I like that. I like a lot of these new drinks that are coming out in cans, like the mules and the bloodies and all that.
But you know what? Last time I was in Japan was 2016, and like just everywhere you went, like, oh yeah, let me get a fucking scotch and soda in a can. Clang.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Serve them to you on trains too.
Ah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's just rad.
I like the food.
Oh, and the food's amazing. Like, and that's one of the things I judge almost everywhere I go. Like, how are the meals I had?
Right.
And in Japan, I've literally had 2 bad meals.
That's
one was in the airport. You can never count airport food.
Yeah, true. That's like a pass.
Right. Airport food is always a pass. And then one night we just were being lazy and didn't want to venture too far from our Airbnb. We went to a place called Freshness Burger, and that Freshness Burger was just not the answer. It was just it's like, in the grand scheme, it wasn't horrible, but when I bit into the fucking patty, it sprayed grease on me. I'm just like, fuck this thing.
Yeah.
This thing is my mortal enemy.
Right.
But everything else, fucking phenomenal. Like, you get some cuts of sushi from places where they're pulling them out of the fucking tank.
I want that.
Yeah.
I love sushi.
Yeah. Like, they're pulling it out of the fucking tank, man, and cutting it up for you.
We should go to sushi soon.
I know. I'm down.
We need to go.
When we originally tried to book this, I'm like, do you want to grab sushi before we record?
I know, and
And you're like, I gotta fuck somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I gotta get another fish smell. Sorry. None for you, Matt.
Right.
All the fish for Donnie, none for Matt.
Right. So yeah.
The ramen spots are phenomenal. And it's also like a super late night town. Like, bars are open till 5 a.m.
That's what I hear, yeah.
And it's one of those things where the trains stop running at like 1. So if you are not near where you're staying, you have to make an executive decision at like 12:30. We going home or we going out till 5? Because that's when the trains start running again.
Right. Totally back to the ramen. What's your favorite ramen in LA?
I'm so much.
You have one?
Not really. I've become so much more of a pho guy than I have ramen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like ramen. Don't get me wrong, but for some reason I'm just like, the pho just speaks to me a little bit more than the ramen does in LA.
Yeah. Where's your favorite sushi?
So I go kind of trashy with the sushi. I just go for
you go for quantity.
Yeah, I definitely go for quantity over quality. Like, and no shade. I love you. I got a Midori up in the valley.
Midori's great.
Yeah.
And Hikari. You've been to Hikari in Chatsworth.
No, I don't go.
Porn,
I don't go that far into.
Yeah, I don't venture. I'm only up there for work. I don't go that far.
Yeah, unless I'm getting booked or there is someone I really want to fuck. I'm not going to Chatsworth.
Right.
Like,
have you ever been to Mon Sushi? MON. That's very good. It's by Corbin Bowl.
Okay.
Again in the valley, but.
And then Sushi by Jin up in North Hollywood's pretty good.
Oh, I've never been there, but I know where you're talking.
Yeah, it's on Laurel Canyon. Like,
yeah.
That's a good all-you-can-eat spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I like to eat sushi till I'm like physically in pain.
I do too, and it hurts.
Well, that's the physically in pain part.
But it's so good. Yeah, yeah. We need to do it. Have you been to the one? There's one in from what I hear, it's in maybe like Westwood or Culver City or something, and they have the
conveyor belt.
Yeah. Have you been to that one? I can't remember the name of it.
I have not. There used to be a bluefin.
Or maybe Sherman Oaks. Maybe
There used to be a bluefin next to the ArcLight that did the conveyor belt.
Oh, okay. I'd like to try that.
See, that's one of those things like I don't do that in LA because it adds up.
Too expensive.
Yeah, it just adds up so fucking fast.
Yeah.
In Tokyo, I do that. I fucking.
Is it cheap?
Oh yeah, like sushi's fucking cheap there.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much?
I mean, it's been 6-7 years since I've been, but
Yeah, but like at the end when you left, how much did you pay?
not much.
$50,
Not even.
and that's with drink.
Yeah. Well, depends on the spot,
Yeah, yeah. Of course, there's some higher end.
but also, there's a. I hope to God, it is still there. Like I don't even believe in God, but I hope to God
Right.
that it is still there. There's a teppanyaki spot in Roppongi, right across the street from the Ritz-Carlton. For like 6 years ago, it was like $50 all you could eat. Kobe sashimi, fucking seafood on the fucking.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's your favorite here in LA? You have one?
I generally go for Korean barbecue versus.
Yeah.
I mean, Gayu Kaku, for the Japanese.
I like that place.
Yeah, but they're a chain. I mean, it's not like.
Yeah, it's good though.
It's good. Oh no, it's definitely good. Like, just shout out to Xander Corbiscan. Went with him a couple weeks ago when he was in town.
You went to Gayu Kaku.
Yeah.
I like that place.
But like, I much prefer I end up going to Korean barbecue spots more often because it's just like,
Yeah.
I want to go to like the greasy like little hole.
Yeah.
Not to say the spots are greasy, but like places that are a little more authentic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, white people shouldn't be serving me my fucking ethnic foods.
Right.
just my 2 cents. Like,
yeah. What's your favorite food in all of LA? You have a spot?
All depends on like type, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking just general.
See, I don't have just a general because like it all depends on what I'm fucking craving. Because it's like, oh, hey, if I'm feeling sushi, I'm going to roll up to Midori. If I'm feeling Korean barbecue, I'm generally going to Road to Seoul in K-Town.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm feeling American barbecue, I'm either going to Horse Thief or Bloodsoe's.
Where's Horse Thief?
Grand Central Market downtown.
Oh.
That place is legit. It's opened by 2 Austin transplants.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to try it.
When I first started going there, it was before I actually even lived in LA. It was just one of those things where like
You just heard about it.
And it's like, one of the things I judge on an American barbecue spot is if they sell out of shit.
Yeah.
Because if you have your whole menu, your whole shift.
Something's old tomorrow.
Right. Something's old tomorrow. Something's fucked up.
Yeah, I agree.
American barbecue should be fucking selling out.
Yeah.
I should roll up if I'm late for rolling through, there should be like, oh, that's 86th.
Right.
That's 86th.
Right. I agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Famous Dave's is never out of shit. There's a reason. That's fucked up.
You know what, though? I don't mind Famous Dave's. And you know the other one I like?
He'll scratch the itch, but...
Is Dickies.
Once again, like, in a pinch.
Right.
In a pinch, it'll do, but compared to a real spot.
Yeah, I know. I just went to Hutchins in Dallas. You ever heard of it?
I have not.
They say it's always in like the top... I think they say it's always in the top 5 in the state of Texas. It's called Hutchins. They have 2 locations. It was very good.
If you make it back to Dallas, there's a place in the Arts District called Lockhart Smokehouse that's really fucking good.
Okay. I'll have to ask my friend. He lives there.
Yeah, it's one of those like served to you on butcher paper, runs out of shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Barbecue by weight. Like that's another way to judge if it's not like I'm ordering like
a half a rack of ribs for $13.99 or whatever.
It's like, okay, what's the weight of what I'm I want a pound of brisket. I want to,
Yeah, that's valid.
Also, if you make it back to Dallas, not on the barbecue front, but on the steakhouse front, Bob's Chop House is a fucking rad time. They serve this giant tomahawk ribeye, bone-in tomahawk. Oh, it's so fucking good. And then they have these giant fucking like bad dragon-sized carrots.
Ah, okay, all right. I'll have to try that because I like the tomahawk.
Oh, I'm sure I got a picture of it in my phone from when I was down there. It's just like so fucking good.
Yeah.
Thank you expense account for the company I was working for at the time. Like,
right. They're probably like $150.
Thankfully, I haven't worked for this company in almost a decade at this point, so I can talk about it. But like, they were so poorly fucking managed. The company policy was the most senior person at the table had to pick up everyone's meal on their corporate card. But my whole team had different reporting structures, so they never cross-reference on who was on what receipts.
Oh yeah.
So we would just like go out to insane meals, and I would pick up, 5 people's worth of the tab on my card.
Right.
For the, I think we were allowed $60 a day per person. So like,
there you go.
We'd go out to these $400, $500, $600 meals.
Right.
And like between them,
everyone paid a little bit.
Yeah, everyone paid a little bit, put everyone's name on their receipt.
Right, yeah, of course.
And no one ever fucking picked up on that shit.
Oh, there you go.
Fucking so much fucking fine dining, like on just like
and more drinking probably than anything.
Well, they wouldn't let you expense alcohol. So like alcohol would go on another tab.
Right. Yeah.
Because they wanted to see an itemized receipt.
Right. Oh, that's good. Okay.
But yeah, so when I was traveling full time, that's just the amount of like.
Do you like Bossa Nova?
I haven't never actually been inside Bossa Nova.
Oh man, that's probably my favorite restaurant in LA. They have like 5 of them, but
yeah, I know there's one over on Sunset that I drive by all the fucking.
That is probably all in all. That's probably my favorite food in LA.
I do like Brazilian, I really do.
But it's more than just Brazilian. They have everything. They have actually a big menu, which makes them, like you said, depends on what you're in the mood for. You can go there; it doesn't really matter what you're in the mood for.
I'm always nervous about a place that like does too many things.
I know, same. But this is their food is very good. You should. I can't believe you've never been.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I just haven't like.
Yeah, all right.
Driven by 100
Maybe
times.
that's where we go.
All right, we can. I'm down.
I'm down with that. Okay.
But like the other LA like to do spots for me, like I've been a couple of years, but Kohl's downtown.
Mhm.
Gotta get a French dip.
Yeah, never been.
How have you never been to Kohl's?
Never been. Yeah.
You've been to Philippines, the original?
No.
You've never been to one of the 2 places that claim to have originated the French dip?
No.
Actually, my love of Kohl's is Lexi Bell's fault.
That's her spot.
I don't know if it's her spot, but like when I first started was hanging out, I was still living in Vegas at the time, but like first started hanging out in LA. Lexi lived downtown, like right by it. So
yeah, she lived downtown.
So went to meet up with her and a couple other people and like ended up there and was like, what's this? And they like have atomic fucking pickles. And Lexi Bell loves pickles, if you don't know. Fun fact for the audience out there.
Sounds about right. Have you talked to her in a while?
Nah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, me too. She lives in Colorado, which I love because I lived there for 12 years. And so I always think that when I'm like, oh, I want to chat with her, see where she lives and whatever, but I haven't talked to her in a while. Since the Sex Factor. Well, a little bit after, a couple years after the Sex Factor, but she was one of the judges.
I did not know that actually. I don't think I've ever actually watched the Sex Factor.
Well, you don't have to, but I was obviously one of the contestants and she was one of the judges. So that's where I met Lexi day one in porn.
Yeah, no, she's cool people.
Yeah, she's good.
She's kicked me in the head before in Miami, so.
Intentionally?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was being an ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Like I was definitely being an ass. I definitely deserved it. And it's not like she's a tiny person. It's not like it was a standing head kick. We were sitting on a couch at an after party and she kicked me in the head. I'm like, I deserve that.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, the wild fucking late aughts.
When did you come around the business?
2011. Like late 2010, early 2011. So.
And how?
Met people in Chicago that like were doing porn, and sorry to my audience that's heard this before, but it was one of those things where I'm a film nerd.
Uh-huh.
And I always like in the back of my mind, like, I want to make movies.
Uh-huh.
At the time I felt that very, very, very wrongly that I could be a writer. I cannot be a writer. I'm not a good writer.
No.
I have good ideas. Committing them to paper, I'm not good at.
Okay.
I didn't know anyone who did mainstream film. I ended up starting partying with a bunch of Burning Angel girls that lived in Chicago. And through them, I just met other people and then started doing security for some girls and like just kind of snowballed from there.
Okay. And it's been pretty good to you.
It's been all right.
Yeah.
It's been ups and downs.
Yeah, literally.
It's definitely not where I would have pictured myself 15, 16 years ago.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Shit. 15, 16 years ago, I was still trying to run a failed record label at that point. So.
Oh, really? Yeah. Where was this?
Chicago.
Ah.
Yeah. No. The day job I was at for over a decade, I hated since about year 3.
Uh-huh.
So I was constantly looking at ways to get out.
Yeah.
And like, of course, like an idiot at the dying end of physical media, I'm like, I'm going to start a record label. I don't actually know shit about running a record label, but I have a bunch of extra income right now because, I was killing it at the day job.
Right.
And I looked at myself and went, well, what do I want to do that I would actually enjoy? Well, I like live music. How do I, with no musical talent, how do I make a living in live music? Be a promoter, run a label.
Yeah.
So I dove fucking headfirst into like learning the business of music and like getting contracts drawn up. And then this is the height of MySpace. And MySpace over Facebook, the one thing MySpace always had going for it was a great place to find music.
MySpace was a big music spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
As much as like someone's MySpace page might give you AIDS for the younger audience, like it might give your computer AIDS. If
right. Yeah.
Like some of the people you'd go on their pages like, oh, my eyes, the sounds, It like the embedded audio player was a great way to discover music. And the fact that bands could just put their gigs into MySpace and you could just type in like, hey, what events are going on in my fucking zip code? And you just find bands playing. And that's how I found a lot of my artists. It was just like, oh, hey, this band's playing a show. Let me go scope them out. See if they're cool dudes. See if like,
yeah,
they're represented.
Right. And that's what you did.
And that's what I did. Put out like fucking 3 albums that I found out some of them are on like fucking Spotify and Amazon Music. And I have zero idea where the royalties go if they actually sell the albums.
Wow.
Like
you made it.
These fucking things didn't even exist when these albums came out.
Right.
I don't even know how they got here.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an idea, but like if they make any money from streams or sales, no clue where that money goes.
Right.
And honestly, I'm not going to try to figure it out.
Right.
Because if there is any money being generated, then I am contractually obligated to figure out my artist's royalties too.
Right.
And then I don't want to deal with that. That sounds like a lot of accounting for a couple dollars.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want any part of that.
No. But hey, running a label was a good like fucking $40,000 education.
It sounds fun.
It was.
You learn a lot.
I learned a lot.
Just like any business, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of missteps on my part. A lot of missteps.
Yeah.
Good education, though. A lot of, learning shit like, hey, just because you're the artist doesn't mean you actually know shit.
Right.
And I probably shouldn't just blindly trust you because you're the artist.
A lot of times they don't know how to make money.
No, they really don't. Or make very dumb decisions or are really willing to burn through your money because it's not theirs.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like they are not equal partners in this.
Right.
Though it would be great if they were. They're not. Like one of my artists, we were the second stage sponsor for the first Indianapolis Metal Fest in 2007. And like one of my artists, and it pained me to fucking do this, hadn't delivered their fucking album coming into the fest was like a month out. I'm like, yo guys, if I don't have an album from you that I can press and sell at this festival, I'm not going to book you for it. They're like, what? I'm like, you're already under contract. I will use one of my sponsor slots to recruit more bands.
Right.
Like if I can't turn a profit off the expense of sponsoring this festival.
Right.
And it sucks to have to make decisions like that.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm working closely with these bands. Like these guys are my friends. I'm still in contact with a lot of these fucking guys.
Right. But business is business.
Right.
But
part of the education was like, oh, I don't want to run a label. Because at the end of the day, this is business. And sometimes what is the label's best interest and what is the artist's best interest are two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to make that decision when you're even a larger independent.
Right.
Because you're not directly dealing with your talent.
Yeah, exactly.
Or that's why they have artists. That's why they have A&R people. That's why they're artists in repertoire. Because the A&R people are supposed to develop the close relationship with the artist.
Yeah.
Use the person who's actually making the business decisions.
Yep.
Need that level of insulation.
Yep.
So it doesn't affect your judgment. I found that like managing artists, though it's its own giant fucking headache, I was much better suited for it because you know what? I like to look out for people I like's best interests.
Right.
It's one of those things where like, as a manager, if my artist is doing well, ideally I am too.
Right.
Versus like shit like that with the festival. It's like, that's a decision I had to have made, but it feels pretty shitty to tell your 5 friends like, hey, the biggest show of your career, unless you keep your responsibilities, you don't get to play it.
Canceled, yeah.
And it's completely my call to make that.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I'm just deciding that.
If they don't want to, it's just like any business. If they don't want to listen, they don't want to do what they need to do to get it done, then that's business.
They did. They got it done, thankfully.
Yeah.
But it was still one of those things where, like, man, I don't. It just wasn't a good feeling.
Right.
What can you do?
Nothing. You got business is business.
I know, man. Like, and that's the crazy part that a lot of people. I think these days more people grasp that entertainment truly is a business. It's not like saying show business to people is like, oh, show business. Like, I think more because people are making money as influencers, and there are people making money in entertainment that are not just in LA and New York anymore, has exposed more people to the business end of entertainment.
Right. But I also think there's a lot of there's people, consumers, that think those people aren't working.
Oh, there definitely is a lot of that.
Like, what people don't realize is being a content creator of any kind, if you're a good one, like the top ones, they work nonstop. They're not just skipping around on the playground making TikTok videos. They are all day long.
They are.
And they have a team.
Right. They have a team. Also, the one you see, there may be 10 other ones that they don't fucking put out.
Right. Exactly.
Because they're like, oh, this is the perfect one.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what people don't see. The top ones are working. People can say whatever they want about the girls up in the valley. They're working.
Yeah. The ones that aren't working, those are the ones that like are complaining that like they're broke.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
because they're not working. Because
right.
No one's going to pay you not to work.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
That has been the rude awakening for, unfortunately, some people getting into the industry these days, because there are some people who got in thinking this is going to be easy money.
Yeah.
And relatively 10 years ago when I got in, when it was primarily studio work, it was easier money. You learned your fucking lines. You showed up on time. You didn't cause any drama. You did your scenes. You went home.
Right. But also, how often were they working? Were they able to make money on their own? No.
Like, no, they weren't. No,
exist. So
that's how they were so tied to their fucking agencies,
right? And tied to the studio work.
Yeah.
Which that's what everyone was tied to at the time.
And it was very feast or famine. I know some girls that were like, "Oh yeah, I'm shooting fucking 20, 25 days this month. The next month, they're like, I'm shooting 3."
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that stuff's all, it's given them, back in the day, I always say, like, it was a great time for the producers and the companies, whatever, to make money. And now, like, there's never been a better time for the for the performers to make money than right now.
There's more opportunities for performers to make money now.
Right.
I'm not saying it's necessarily a better time for performers to make money. There's a lot more opportunities to make money if performers are willing to fucking put in the work for it.
Right.
Like, if you just want to show up, have sex on film, and go about your day, this is probably the worst time to be in the industry.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Unless you just come in and you make it.
But still,
those exist, but they're few and far between.
They're few and far between, but there's still so much less studio work than there was.
Yeah. Well, that I don't know. I would argue that
there's less studios for sure.
Yeah, but I'll bet you at any given day, I've done the math on this, I'll bet you there's 80 scenes going on in the Valley every day.
Right. And there are way more than 80 performers.
Oh, for sure. But that's also part of it. There's more performers than there always was. So ratio-wise, yes. But scene-wise, the scene count has to be up. I don't know what it was back in the day, but it has to be up.
It probably is, because it also is cheaper to do production these days than it was 10 years ago. Like, to get even a camera the quality that we're shooting this podcast on would be a massively expensive camera 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
but this is a professional podcast.
Sometimes. But just a camera that can shoot 1080p, even 24 frames, 1080p 10 years ago? Like, what the fuck are you shooting on? You can't, no DSLR was shooting that
right
10 years ago.
Right.
So you're looking at it like an actual Cinecam.
Yeah.
You're looking at a fucking Red or an Ari or a high-end Canon.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's part of like the barrier of entry of like, you couldn't shoot your own work. Right now, I know a ton of girls are shooting on their phones, but they could easily afford, hell, one of these bodies, or we were talking about before, like the FX30 that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want a fucking XLR top handle, is a $1,700 cine body.
Right. The problem is, well, not problem, but this, especially the new one, like this is very good quality.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they've shot feature-length films on iPhones.
But the other thing is too, this is $1,400. Just like a good camera.
It's actually more expensive than this body.
Right. So this is very good. That's all you really need, and that's what a lot of people are doing.
It is and it isn't.
Yeah, I know.
If you were not really looking to learn your craft,
right, it's the easy.
It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not having to fuck with aperture, you're not having to fuck with frame rates, you're not having to fuck with your resolution, your ISO, anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, the phone will figure it out.
Right. It's idiot proof.
Right. But if you want to have like a distinct look for your scene,
right,
different bokeh,
yep,
like you have to get real glass. You have to
right, exactly.
You have to learn like, okay, this is what it looks like when I stop it down, or
right,
open up the iris. Like
yep.
I love that. Like I have not actually learned this shit except in the last couple of years. And I'm talking like, I'm a professional. I guess I am at this point.
You have everyone fooled. I mean, it's okay.
Until that moment, until I just admitted it on the internet that like, I honestly, though worked on some like mainstream product and shot them, I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
Like,
hey, you got to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I really super did it in a lot of cases.
That's what I did.
There was definitely some cases in retrospect where I'm really cringing at like
what you offered.
Yeah, well, A, what I offered, and B, that people bought it. People paid me. Like, oh man, I didn't know what I was doing. You really didn't know what you were doing.
I was always confident that I could deliver.
Oh, I delivered. But I look at the product I could deliver now versus the product I could deliver even 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, I shouldn't have been getting the rate I was getting like 3 or 4 years ago. Thank you for paying me, by the way. But whew, that you did not get your money's worth.
Right.
And it pains me a little because like at the time, I'm possibly out of my own ignorance.
Right.
I thought I was delivering quality product.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't just like me just being a fucking charlatan and like lying about it. It was just like, yeah, I could do that.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. And then like,
and you did think you know what you were
doing. Yeah, exactly. I totally thought I knew what I was doing. And then like, as fucked up as it is, the pandemic was good to me. Like I actually spent most of the pandemic like just upping my learning, upping my skills and all that shit. And I was like, fuck. Some of the shit I picked up, I feel fairly easily. Yeah. And I also still don't know fucking everything by any stretch.
Right. Same.
But I learned a lot. And like, fuck, why did I not learn this shit 10 years ago? Like,
when
I was talking all this big game about like wanting to start porn sites and like make, be production and make porn. Like when I first got in, like when I was doing security,
you should have.
I talked so much game about like, oh, I have some ideas for sites. I want to do this. I want to do that. I did none of it. I didn't bother to learn the craft to do any of it.
Yeah.
And the problem was nothing was really forcing me to either because I had a day job that paid well.
Right.
I had, the porn side hustle, which, was fun. And it's just like, oh, I'll do that shit eventually. And like, I just didn't bother to.
Never did it.
Yeah, just never did it. Never bothered to fucking learn. Like, I went as far to buy fucking domains and then just never did shit with them.
You still have them?
A couple of them.
What are they?
Quantumload.com.
Oh, I like that.
I've talked about this on it before. I wanted, because one thing that I think porn is missing in a lot of cases is serialized television.
Like series.
Yeah. But like a series with an overarching plot.
Right. Yeah.
There's not much porn that does that. And like at the time, there was no porn that did that.
Right.
Partially because, the turnover in the industry, like, oh, you're going to have a series that's starring some girl that's going to be out in 6 months. How are you going to do that?
Right.
So are you familiar? You have to be familiar with Quantum Leap, right?
Yeah, of course.
So this was a Quantum Leap parody.
Right.
Dr. Samantha Beckett was going to write hookups that once went wrong.
I like it.
You could cast different people in it every week because Sam leaps into someone else's body.
Right. I like that.
Yeah. Quantum Load.
Any others?
think I let this domain. It's like I owned one called backstagebang.com at one point.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it was just like the setup was always going to be the same. Like
Concerts.
Yeah, some girl just wants to get backstage at a concert and like
Groupie.
Yeah, and the idea at the time was to get real bands to play in it.
Right.
And like if you had musicians that were actually down to fuck on film, let them
go.
Let them go. If not, you have some male talent play a roadie,
right,
security, whatever.
Right. I like that.
Like I had some good ideas. I mean, I don't think they're bad ideas.
Right,
I just never executed on them.
Right. Exactly. But you kind of have to have the know-how.
Yeah, which I didn't have.
Right.
I was definitely around some people that had the know-how, but I think they knew well enough to not take me seriously about it.
Right. Yeah.
Because at the time, I was working for a director for Adam and Eve and like some contract girls, and it was just like, oh, that's nice, Matt. That's cool.
Right. And that's all the further it went.
Yeah. And I bought domains, but it never went anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of those things where like, if I ever wanted to make that shit, I would have to do it myself.
Yeah.
Or at this point, I probably could talk somebody into it. But like,
yeah, maybe
10 years ago, like, because it would have been real studio budget and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Quantum Load. I like that one.
Yeah. I still own quantumload.com. I would love to see it made.
Of course. That's your baby.
Yeah. Because I think it's a good idea. I think like you could do good serialized arcs. It would not be cheap to shoot just because of costuming.
Yeah.
Because if you're definitely doing the time travel aspect of it, you got to like get some period fucking.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to think about it.
But I mean, it could be doable. And like, honestly, you just need one female performer to be like Sam when she looks in the mirror.
Right.
Or,
well, you could film it once.
Yeah, you could film it once and like just get a lot of different facial reactions.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And just superimpose like a baseball cap or like
right.
whatever. Like
exactly.
Superimpose whatever costume you get. Like,
yeah.
Or you just get someone who's like a non-sex performer who's not going to disappear.
Right.
Like you get someone who's like a makeup artist who's been around forever to like play like played the doctor because
character.
She never fucks as herself anyways.
Yeah. Okay. I'll think about that. I like it.
Making deals on the podcast.
Right. Hey, you never know.
But yeah, I had a couple other ideas like that. Like, but I definitely talked some cringy fake it till you make it shit back in the day at a couple parties. And there's some people that are around from the back in the day who I think less of me because of like the shit. The game I talked.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was way less than some people.
Oh, I'm sure it was too. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't really care if you don't want to be my friend because of cringy shit I did back in the day. So be it.
Right.
B, I've been doing a thing for a long time now.
Right.
I finally fell into my groove and like it's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah. It's working. I like it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You only show up every 6 years, but
well, hey, like
actually, you showed up like 3 times in like the course of a year, and then like didn't show up for 6 years.
Right. And the AVN was an accident, but
part of me thinks I should go in January, but part of me is just like I don't know.
Are you going to be working?
So I had an opportunity to do a gig. Unfortunately, my security license in Nevada is expired.
This was the one you were telling me about or asking me about.
Was it?
Remember? You texted me and said, who's so-and-so?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, and nothing came of that.
So, my security license, they were willing to hire me. My security license expired for Nevada. And, like, it's one of those things like I have to go drive into Vegas in person to renew it and all that shit. And
but how much is it?
I would have to discuss rates once I was available.
No, but how much to renew?
A couple $100.
Oh, so it would have been worth it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not.
Time to go to Vegas.
Right.
A couple $100 to renew. Drive back.
Right.
Really only renewing it for that gig because there's a reason that a license that expires every 5 years hasn't been renewed till now because
right.
I haven't done security in Vegas in
but every year AVN maybe.
Yeah, but also that means
they require a license.
I mean legal, yeah.
And they would have required.
Yeah. Like because every other person I've ever worked for during AVN
doesn't require it, but they would
never asked.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, I'm down. And they're like, you just send us over a copy of your license. I'm like, let me go see the status of that. And I'm like, oh, it expired October 30th. Fuck.
Oh, it did. It just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I thought I was gonna have like till next year on it.
Yeah.
But no, it just expired in October. I'm like, Yeah, I don't think it's worth. And it's also one of those things like I don't want to be working security at ABN anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, do I really want to hang out at a booth all day and like escort girls to and from? Like, yeah, it's nice to not have to. Yeah, it's nice to not have to pay for an ABN trip.
Right.
But that means I got to be on good behavior.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Be relatively sober.
What if they let you put the podcast at the booth?
There's zero chance of that.
Probably, but you never know.
Well, at that point, I don't need a goddamn security license. I'm going to need security for me.
Well, yeah, you're big time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is doing like a podcast from the show floor is just
a shit show.
It's a shit show. It's a horrible noise. That's why last couple of years where I did the show there, like I just sat in the fucking media room all day.
Right.
I think ABN 18, I didn't actually even go on the show floor. Not once.
Really?
I sent runners down to grab girls. Like I just sat with my gear in the media room drinking and doing podcasting all fucking day. 17 tried to set up in a bunch of different places and like security kicked us out of some of the common areas of the Hard Rock. Like set up the gear on a couch by some of the elevators.
Yeah.
And security's like, oh, you can't record here. I'm like, the fuck, why not?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Like, what's the difference between us sitting here with a recorder and us just sitting here talking?
Right.
Like, this is audio only, man. Like, there's no camera set up.
Right.
But, fucking $12 an hour casino security wanted to be on a power trip.
Yeah.
So I ended up in the media room and
in
Draven's room.
Yeah.
But, like, some performers were weirded out, like, coming up to the room, like, to a show that they didn't.
I could see that.
Because that was also, like, show was under a year old at that point. And like,
makes sense.
Yeah. Especially because Draven was signing, so she wasn't at all the recordings. So it was just like, "Hi, come to this room and record with me."
Right. Lock the door behind you.
Yeah. Exactly. These days, I think if I actually got a room on site, I could probably just be like, "Yeah, come on up." Like,
right.
Like, oh, it's Matt. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But 6-7 years ago, not so much.
Okay.
But it's just one of those things. I'm like, I don't think I get good content at ABN.
You probably get a lot of volume.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, but it's like 18, I pretty much asked some people, 17, 18, I basically, because I had people for 10 minutes, I asked them all the same question.
Right.
Had them on for a minute, and then they went about their merry day. Like, there's some good content there, like, rest in peace, Coolio. Daisy Dukai told a story about being kidnapped by fucking Coolio.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there are some gems from the ABN episodes, but none of those are an actual And Now We Drink episode.
Right. But I guess you could take all those little clips and make them into one episode.
I do. I mean, they're all compilation, but
yeah,
I feel like the audience gets
yeah.
much more of a feel of like who you are when we sit here and bullshit for 2 hours.
Right, exactly.
Versus me being like, so what's your wildest AVN story? Go.
Right, right.
That's cool. Thank you.
See you later. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
I mean, the irony of what I was asking people in 18 was the best. Because I was asking people like, give me your AVN acceptance speech if you win. And then when I went up there and grabbed the trophy, I had nothing to fucking say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I bombed. Oh, I bombed hard in front of the whole fucking audience. Were you not at the award show that year?
Yeah, but I don't think I don't remember. I never remember the awards. Not because I'm wasted. I'm paying attention, but I'm not, you know.
Well, yeah.
I'm sitting there hanging out.
For sure. No, I think you were actually one of the people that gave me a standing ovation.
Oh, maybe.
Because
I could see that.
It was the weirdest bombing in the history of bombing. It's like, I'm saying fucking just verbal diarrhea. And a handful of people that actually know me, like that are in the performers section, are like giving me a standing ovation, like, yeah, man. And then like the rest of the industry is like, the fuck is happening here?
Right.
Oh, so it's like,
that's actually hilarious.
Yeah, like I know Ike Diesel, because Ike was the reason I went on stage. Because he was sitting right behind me.
You up.
Well, yeah, he was sitting right behind me when we won, and he's like, "Dude, you're in this movie. Go up there." I'm like, "Oh yeah,
that's right."
And then it was just me.
But didn't the rest of the people? Didn't you go up first, and the rest of people?
No, just Joanna. Just Joanna eventually made it.
Oh, okay.
Believe me. Oh, I very, very distinctly remember staring daggers at a Bella Danger who was in the front row, who had fucked in that film. Like, why aren't you up here?
Oh,
that like one of these days I'm gonna actually like get Abella to come do the show. She's talked about doing it a couple times. But she's not living in town anymore.
No.
So I'm going to have to try to catch her at some point when she's in for a shoot and like try to get her on and confront her on air and be like, why the fuck did you leave me up there?
What was the movie?
Jews Love Black Cock.
That's right. That's right. And that was you had a big part in that one.
Yep, I was Rabbi Mordecai.
Yeah. I love
So I'm dressed like a goddamn rabbi, staring at just Abella.
I remember that. I do remember that now. And you were up there by yourself. And then I felt like someone came up and grabbed the mic from you or something, right?
Joanna Angel eventually made it up.
Okay. All right.
Eventually, because I'm looking at like the presenters and like the crew, like I don't know what else to say. And like I eventually said to Mike, like, where the fuck is Joanna Angel? And she eventually came up, gave her actual speech. She was so mad at me.
Was she?
She cooled down, but in the moment she was pretty fucking mad at me.
At what?
I think she felt that I like stole her spotlight on that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, Joanna, I totally thought the whole like every other category, like, you know, action, whatever, the whole cast went up.
Yeah.
So my plan was just to go on stage, standing back like an asshole, be like, here I am, like dressed like a rabbi. Look at my fun moment on TV.
Right. Okay.
No, it's just me. And then they hand me the fucking trophy. Like, and the hilarious part is, I put it like Joanna and Small Hands had done the show shortly before AVN, and Joanna had said on air, she's like, yeah, if we win, you can come up.
Right. So you were ready.
I honestly, in the moment, I had totally forgot she had said that, and only went up because I was like, dude, you're in the movie. Go up there. I'm like, okay. And I'm sorry to my audience that's heard this. In my mind, I calmly walked up there. If you review the footage from Showtime, I ran. I fucking ran.
You were ready. I love it. That's hilarious.
Like, I'm trying to keep my fucking hat on. Like,
that's too good.
I had to explain to like some of the upper management at AVN why I was dressed like a rabbi, because you know they're all members of the tribe too.
Right.
Like, why are you dressed like a rabbi? Because I played the rabbi Jews Love Black Cock. Don't worry, I'm actually Jewish. They're like, oh, okay.
I love it.
It was a lot of awkward moments, and then like one of the few times in my life this has ever happened. Like, people wanted selfies with me afterwards after I got off stage.
Oh, really?
Like, I had some random fans as I was making my way like out of the awards. Like, dude, can I get a selfie with you? I'm like, yeah, man. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
This is like my weird brush with actual fame, kind of.
The Jews Love Black Cock.
Yeah.
Speaking of AVN, you should have Austin King on.
Okay.
He writes for AVN. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, I'm down.
He would like it. You guys could chat AVN.
Is he gonna get naked for me?
I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. He might.
No Donnie Rock guarantee on this? What the fuck, man?
No guarantees. No, one way or another. I don't know. For better or for worse.
Well, all right. Fine.
Yeah.
I guess people don't have to get naked on here.
Just the girls.
No, the girls don't have to get naked on here.
Well, no, they don't have to, but those are the ones.
I mean, it's never discouraged.
Right, exactly.
Until it is discouraged because I don't want to edit anymore.
Right, yeah. Then
there's definitely another...
Then it becomes an issue.
Right. Bad Kitty, like her YouTube version, like there's just...
Wait, who is that? Melissa Stratton?
No, Bad Kitty's her name.
Oh, okay. I thought that maybe that's her username.
Nope. Bad Kitty, like, was just topless for the last like 40 minutes of the episode. Literally, I just went, okay. On YouTube, it just cuts to a black screen. Like, sorry, you'll have to go to Patreon for the last 40 minutes of this episode. Like, I just was like, I am not going to even bother.
Right. There's no point.
I'm just not going to even bother.
Following the...
Yeah, like, I am not going to throw this into fucking After Effects.
Right.
And fucking motion track your tits for 40 minutes.
Right. That's hilarious. You could have showed yourself.
Yeah, just me on camera, like...
And maybe punched into just her face.
Yeah, that's still... Because I still have to make a cut with her tits out for the Patreon.
Right, that's true.
So, like, almost half the podcast of 2 cuts? Nah, right. I don't got the time in the day.
Right.
It's like, sorry, YouTubers. Not getting demonetized over them titties.
Yeah, exactly. You would have made a lot of money.
Still, and then been kicked the fuck off the platform.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm not willing to risk that for a pair of tits that like people can regularly see.
Right. Just Google.
It's not like I got Jennifer Aniston getting topless on here. Like,
right. Then you...
well, then we might have to have a nip slip on that one.
Exactly.
Just hashtag breastfeeding YouTube.
You'd be famous. Exactly.
Yeah, Nicole is just like, Nicole, could you please just put them, like, they're very nice. I do enjoy seeing them.
She's crazy.
It's just, she's a fun girl. I actually,
Oh yeah, she's great.
I need to actually like text her, like, because, I don't know if it was the normal, like, polite, oh, we should hang out sometime, or, she actually wanted, so I should probably actually follow up and be like, hey, want to grab food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably would.
Yeah, she's cool people. I mean, she was bitching on here about not having a lot of friends in LA, so.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to
You have to hit her up, Donnie.
I'll
Like,
text her, tell her.
fuck her again in the woods.
Hey, I that wasn't my plan to bang her, but
Oh my God, it wasn't my plan. I just slipped in.
it just worked out that way, or worked in that way.
It's a weird biz like that, where it's just like you get a lot of people that come and do like shows and stuff like, oh yeah, we should totally hang, and then you never see them again.
Never hear from them again.
Yeah.
That's show business.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I really don't care if you pretend to be my friend or not. Like,
Well, right. I don't either.
At the end of the day, if you don't promote the show, you're dead to me.
Right. Exactly.
Like, even if I legitimately like you, if you don't promote the show, you're dead to me.
Right. Yeah.
I had to have a very serious talk with like someone I like quite a bit as a person who had done the show and like hit me up to like do the show again. And I went, are you going to promote it this time? And she went, what? I'm like, you did not make a single fucking mention of being on here. Why should I book you again?
Right.
Love you to death, but why?
Yeah. You gotta. It's all about business.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you on the spot, honey. You going to promote this?
Of course. I remember last time I tweeted it a lot, retweeted it. Yeah.
And this time there'll be clips of your smiling face.
There'll be clips. Yeah. Well, I swear there was video last time, but I could.
Yeah, like I swear there was video too. And that's what the thing.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I mean, there was definitely a camera. Like, there's definitely like us.
Yeah.
There was definitely the DSLR for the stills.
I
But
don't know. Maybe that's what it was.
I originally had bought that camera to do video with, and then I found out like, oh, it only shoots 29 minutes of footage.
Right. You have to cut it and fire it back up.
And it doesn't work so good for this.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. You're gonna miss something.
Yeah, and that's why eventually I ended up buying like $300 camcorders. Use those for a number of years, and then upgrade to these like mid last year.
Oh, good. Yeah, these are good.
Yeah, these are phenomenal camera.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like the fact that these are like under $800 bodies,
Right.
it's insane.
Right.
As my audience is like, really? Y'all gonna talk about gear?
I don't own a lot of gear for a reason, because I don't want any.
You're like, I want to tell other people how to point it.
I don't know how to use it. Yeah, exactly. Just point it, but you bring it, turn it on, point it, and.
So what are you doing as a director if you're not shooting, you're not editing?
I'm performing and telling everyone where to be, when to be, and telling everyone what shots we need, and go through the script and all that stuff. So I'm the organizer. I'm the project manager.
Like, so you're gonna suck my dick like this?
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. I don't tell people how to do their job because I don't think that's right, but I will tell them general things.
Now's when you suck my dick. Do it however you'd like.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say. I don't want to fuck up your flow. You do your thing, but here's the way we should do it.
My penis goes inside you, soonish.
Yeah, exactly. And trust me, I'll get it there when we get there. So, yeah.
Oh shit, man! Like, you ever think about stepping away completely from in front of the camera?
No. And it has nothing to do with getting laid. I just, again, it's one less person I have to worry about. And for me, it's about ease. How can we make it the easiest possible, And me being there, I know exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get it. We're going to get it good. And, I mean, there's scenes where I've hired new guys or young guys, whatever, to perform, and I have to jump in because things went wrong and they couldn't perform or whatever. And I jump in and I finish, and that's the nice thing about being a performer director, I will say, is there's always kind of where everyone's coming from.
Donnie, you really got to stop whispering in your talents here. Get it up, bitch. Get it up. I know you can. Come on, get it up, bitch.
And I'm the nicest. I'm the nice guy. I will give people way more time than they deserve. But I'm like, all right, do it. Let's see it. And you know, at the end of the day, I got to do what I got to do to get the scene done.
Well, yeah, everyone wants to go home.
Right. Yeah.
Very, very few people in this world want to hang out on a porn set.
More than you think, but I'm not one of them.
Okay, no one I've ever worked with crew-wise wants to.
Right.
Like, no one I know in a crew is like, yeah, let's. Yeah, this is cool. Let's hang out. Like, I got nothing better.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think no one I've ever like hung out with like as a crew member has been like, yeah,
I know. But I'll give it, and again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I've never had days where I struggled a little bit or whatever. But
everyone fails. Everyone fucking fails.
Yeah. I would think. I don't know that for sure, but I would think.
I cannot imagine there's a single performer who has performed 100% of the time. All fucking human.
Probably right. You're probably right. Yeah.
I'd bet money on it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start asking around, do a poll.
Like people are going to actually admit that they failed.
Well, I'll ask them in person.
No, just start asking girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the girls will tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
That limp dick motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, I give them plenty of time, and then, if it doesn't work out. But that's, again, another part of the, like, I know my time. I know my schedule as far as, like, how long we should be there, how long it's going to take to shoot this particular scene or whatever. And I don't like to veer from that, Like, I just like to get in, stay on track, stay focused, and get done.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. So, no, there are scenes that I'm not in. I'm in about 90% of the scenes I produce. So there are ones that I'm not in. And to me, it's like a day off. Like I just show up and tell everyone where to be, how to do it and what to do. But no, I still like to perform too. I mean, again, it doesn't really have anything to do with getting laid, and it has nothing to do with being in front of the camera because I'm not even that person. I'm not like a, hey, look at me kind of person, but I like to perform, but I'm just pretending like there's no camera there, so that's all. So no time soon. I don't, in fact, I think when I go, I'll go as a performer director. Like I won't go as a director. I won't check out as just a director.
Not trying to get that AVN Hall of Fame director.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I assume maybe I'll get in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Put in a few more years and put in a big body work. I mean,
you're booking people that work at AVN, on other shows.
Right, exactly.
That's got to help the Hall of Fame prospects a little bit, right?
Yeah. And I'll have shot, by the time I'm done, I'll have shot a lot of scenes.
How many think you're up to these days?
Oh, man. I'd say minimum 20 a month for the past.
So that's 240 a year.
Yeah, so that's been probably 3 years. So, right there's 700.
720?
Yeah, 720. And then when I was performing 10 days a month, at minimum like 5 days a month when I very first started,
So probably a good 1,000 scenes.
Yeah, probably close to 1,000 or maybe a little over. Especially with directing, the ones I'm not in and whatever. So yeah, I'd say definitely over 1,000. Maybe 1,000 more or so, and maybe a couple thousand more. I don't know. We'll see.
What's your style on the pre and post interview?
As far as
with the talent, like you got to these days, you got to do the consent interviews.
Oh yeah, some sites I have to do them, some sites I don't.
But... Are you not doing them on the sites you don't?
No. In fact, I'm a little offended when someone asks me to do them.
Why?
Because I'm not that person. I don't need to do them. I'm not
CYA,
doing
man.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
CYA. I mean, hell, before we got on air, you talked about like some allegations out of some performers, so why not cover your ass?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's like, I just think if you're doing the right things, you're never going to have any issues. Even with the people that maybe are considered like a loose cannon, at the end of the day, if you're not doing anything, you don't have anything to worry about.
Fair. But on the sites you do need to do them for, run me through a Donnie Rock.
Yeah, so, well, they give me the questions. So
well, you don't know them off the top of your head?
Honestly, that's funny you say that because I always think I do, and then I read them and I'm like, I kind of forget these. Because I'm always looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No. But basically, you're asking them, they know what they're here for. They're going to shoot pornography. It's going to go on the internet, wherever else.
Are you intoxicated?
Yeah. Are you on drugs or alcohol?
Anyone force you to be here?
Force you to be here. You're here on your own free will. Did you see the other performers test? Yeah, what were the things you did today? This is kind of a post. What were the things you did today? Were you on drugs? Are you on drugs?
Do you ever have someone answer you yes after the scene?
No, I've never had I don't think I've ever had one of those go wrong.
Because one of these days that'd be hilarious. Like, they answered, no, I'm not on any drugs of the pre, and then like by the post, like, did you do any drugs today? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
The one is at any point today, or are you on any drugs or alcohol? No. At any point today, were you on any drugs or alcohol? No. Or, hopefully they say no, but maybe they say yes.
Yeah, they're around like, yes. Like,
yeah.
You're out of my sight for like 2 minutes. When did that happen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you never know.
Like, little bump in the makeup chair.
Right. But I know I have pretty good luck, and I have pretty good luck of performers showing up for me. I think they know. I've gotten a reputation to this point where I think they know it's going to be, good, fun, easy day. And
what would cause you not to book someone again?
Well, I mean, if they just are late and don't care, like that's one thing. If they, maybe someone has an attitude, but again, I don't get that much because I'm a nice guy. I think what you put out there, you get back a lot of times.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. I've definitely been on sets where like the crews talk shit about like a certain performer, and like as a PA, I'd be like, "Hey, you need water? You good?" Like, and they've been nothing but cool.
Right, and a lot of times I get very little negative instances because I feel like I'm kind of even if I'm not, I'm vibing with everyone. Like, hey guys, are we good? Like, you go over here. What do you need? Same type of stuff.
Yeah, it's even if like we're not gonna be friends after this. Like,
right, we don't have to be. Like,
yeah, we can still keep it cordial and professional.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah,
we're all here to do a job.
Exactly. I've definitely had some girls where it wasn't like, oh my god, she wasn't the warmest person in the world, but like, I don't care.
Right.
Like, here's your fucking water.
He was just homeschooled.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, here's your fucking water.
Right.
Smile. Like, yeah. Have a good one.
We
like,
don't have to be best friends.
Right. I don't have to sit here and bullshit with you.
Right. No. Exactly. And you never know. You might find something that you do like about them. And, I'm a question asker. I mean, I've asked you more questions than you've asked me. Way
to call me out on my own show, Donnie. Like,
but I like to hear about people, and I like to hear what people are doing, and like I like to learn. So that's a big one. So I ask everyone all kinds of shit. Where are you from? What you have siblings? Blah blah blah. This and that, and I think they tend to like that. They can tell that I'm a genuine like listener.
That you're actually engaging with them, and like,
yeah, exactly.
You're not just staring at their tits and like,
right.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. But even then, it's still like, I may be fucking you, but I'm fucking you as a person, not
right. An object.
Right.
Yeah. And that's, like I said, I feel like I have a pretty good reputation in that sense, and I have pretty good luck.
Well, knock on wood. Yeah. Get you that vasectomy so you can continue to,
$1,200.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call tomorrow.
You don't have insurance?
Vegas? Yeah, but
if you have insurance, it's even less.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
There we go. Well, I'll give you the doctor's number.
There you go. See, we accomplished something.
We did. Well, we also accomplished a podcast, and we're going to call last call on this motherfucker, Donnie Rock.
That's it. I appreciate the invite, as always.
Yeah, I will not wait 6 years. Or you can also be like, hey, Matt, can I come do the show?
Right.
Like, you don't have to be shamed. But before we get out of here, where can they find you on the things where they find your content, your socials, all that fun shit?
The Twitter and the Instagram are the same. They're at Donnie, DONNIE _ Rock, ROCK, the number 6, the number 9. That's Twitter and Instagram, both. And everything else goes from there.
Hell yeah. Real quick, one last question.
Yeah.
You going to pay for the check mark under the new Elon system?
I'm not opposed. I'm definitely not opposed. I think it's great. I think he's doing really good things. And, maybe not all in all, but Twitter is, well, I mean, here's the thing. And this is what I say all the time. Any business reserves the right to refuse service to anyone at any time for no reason. It doesn't matter. So, people get mad. Instagram kicked me off. Twitter did this. Snapchat did this. They can do that.
They can, as long as they're not discriminating against you for a protected class, which being a sex worker is not.
Right.
Like if they're kicking you off because you're, of your race, sexual orientation, that sort of thing, that's a fucking problem.
Right.
But if they're kicking you off because of your job, that's not a protected class.
Right. It's the same with the banks. The banks don't have to let you have their account with them. They don't give a shit. They're a business just like anyone else. If I could walk out of here and go try to buy a water and the store doesn't want to serve me, I go to the next one.
Indeed. I'm glad I just dropped that bombshell right at the end there. Right as we're wrapping up.
Right.
And as always, you can find me at Matt. Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. Slayer for the gaming content. You can find the Patreon with the uncensored exclusive episodes, the back catalog. And, you get them a week early, support the show, all that fun shit at patreon.com/Matt Slayer. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.